In the shadows of Africa lies a tale as old as humanity itself. The legend of the Chitori. These aren't just ordinary legends, but ones that stretch across African history, believed to hold humanity captive under an unseen influence. The name Chitori translates roughly to those who can speak, highlighting their reputation as hidden oppressors. From the lore of African shamans, the Chitori are said to hold immense power, though their work is concealed from plain sight. Their name originates from their first historical encounter with primitive humans. At that time, humans were unable to communicate verbally, while the Chitori possessed vocal abilities. According to oral stories, humanity relied on a now lost form of telepathy for communication. These beings allegedly manipulate everything from human wars to political agendas, operating behind the scenes with such subtlety that even those under their control don't recognize their influence. For believers, their very existence redefines the balance of power on Earth. The origins of the Chitori are steeped in mystery. According to Zulu oral traditions, they predate humanity, evolving on planet Earth long before the first humans arrived. Some legends suggest they came from distant stars or realms, bringing with them advanced knowledge. In these stories, the Chitori encountered early humans, whom they found primitive and easily influenced. Believing themselves to be superior, they began guiding human civilization with an iron grip, cloaking their true form in myth and secrecy. According to Zulu shamans, the Chitori weren't just non-human visitors but beings with godlike powers. They are said to have used their influence to shape human development, embedding themselves into human society, first as gods, then as powerful leaders and rulers. Our most comprehensive knowledge of the Chitori comes from Zulu shamans, known as sangomas. For generations, sangomas have warned of the Chitori's manipulation, passing down stories that describe how these beings control humanity without us even realizing. One of the most renowned sangomas to share knowledge about the Chitori with the modern world is Credo Mutwa, a Zulu shaman who claimed to have been initiated into the ancient wisdom surrounding these beings. Baba Mutwa depicted the Chitori as imposing, reptilian-like creatures with gray, scaly skin. He argued that Hollywood frequently misrepresented and sensationalized African culture, oversimplifying complex spiritual beliefs and rituals into simplistic and often sinister stereotypes. This is particularly evident in the portrayal of the Chitori in Marvel Comics and the Avengers movies, where they are depicted in a manner that deviates from their deeper cultural significance. Mutwa's descriptions are vivid. He claimed to have seen them in visions as towering figures with glowing eyes, emitting an aura of malice and dread. He also claimed he had encountered one of these beings during an abduction incident on Mount Nyangani in Zimbabwe. He warned that these beings are masters of manipulation, knowing precisely how to keep humanity in line. According to Mutwa, the Chitori altered the genetics of early humans, stripping them of certain spiritual abilities and knowledge, leaving humans with limited intelligence and in a state of servitude. He believed that they removed parts of human DNA responsible for innate spiritual connection and understanding, making humanity easier to control and more susceptible to manipulation. This concept of genetic tampering aligns with some theories that attribute the sudden leap in human cognitive abilities to intervention by non-human entities. The Chitori's agenda is one of control and domination. Mutwa believed that they had no intentions of helping humanity, but to enslave us. Rather than being openly tyrannical, they operate through psychological manipulation, keeping us in a perpetual state of confusion. According to legend, the Chitori offer leaders knowledge and power, gifts that come with a dark price. Those who accept their influence are given authority and resources, but in exchange, they are bound to carry out the Chitori's hidden plans. Mutwa claimed that these plans involve keeping humanity divided, fearful, and oblivious to the truth of the Chitori's existence. They thrive on the chaos of war, feeding off negative emotions, using us as both subjects and sustenance. Mutwa also spoke of the moon in connection to the Chitori. He claimed that the moon is actually a hollow structure and that it was brought to Earth's orbit by these beings as a means of monitoring and controlling humanity. In his view, the moon's presence creates a disruptive energy that prevents humanity from accessing certain higher states of consciousness, essentially serving as a metaphysical prison. Throughout African folklore, symbols associated with the Chitori are deeply embedded in cultural history. Rock art and oral stories depict beings with reptilian or serpent-like features, often interpreted as gods, but viewed with an underlying sense of dread and warning. The serpent, a recurring symbol in African and global mythology, represents not just knowledge, but a double-edged sword of power and trickery. The Chitori, like the serpent, are creatures of deception, maintaining their grip through illusion and shadow. These symbols have striking similarities with other ancient cultures. In Asia, dragons embody power. In European folklore, serpents and lizards often represent cunning. Worldwide, humanity has a shared memory of shapeshifters who deceive and control from behind a veil. The Chitori are believed to be masters of disguise, able to shapeshift and walk among us unnoticed. Mutwa described their ability to cloak themselves in human form, becoming nearly indistinguishable from ordinary people, only revealing their true nature under certain conditions. This shape-shifting ability allows them to blend seamlessly into society, often assuming positions of power. Some believe they may walk among us as influential figures, politicians, business tycoons, or even royal families. This idea of shapeshifters finds resonance in modern conspiracy theories. Mutwa claimed that these beings manipulate world leaders, not through overt possession but by planting ideas, influencing decisions, and subtly altering behavior. Those who submit are rewarded, while those who resist are quickly removed from power. The Chitori's tale aligns intriguingly with ancient astronaut theories, which posit that humanity has been influenced by extraterrestrial beings for millennia. Like the Chitori, ancient astronaut theories suggest that otherworldly visitors arrived, sharing or imposing knowledge on early humans. Some believe that the Chitori may be linked to the Anunnaki of Sumerian lore, alien beings who supposedly came to Earth to mine resources and exploit humanity as a workforce. Both the Chitori and Anunnaki are depicted as powerful, godlike beings who interfere in human evolution. These connections are not exclusive to Africa. Across ancient cultures, beings who descend from the sky to shape civilization are a recurring motif. This widespread mythology fuels the idea that humanity may have a shared origin story involving non-human influencers. The Chitori don't rely on physical strength alone. According to Credo Mutwa, they are adept at psychological manipulation, using fear and division to keep humanity disempowered. By cultivating fear and conflict, they maintain control over the masses. Mutwa described how, through subtle psychological control, the Chitori keep humanity from uniting, aware that collective awakening would threaten their power. By dividing societies through class, race, and ideology, they ensure that people remain too distracted to see the truth. They are said to feed off negative emotions, thriving in environments of chaos and unrest. This idea resonates with certain theories that argue that conflict-driven societies fuel unseen powers who benefit from a world that remains perpetually divided and distracted. The Chitori bear a striking resemblance to Western conspiracy theories of reptilian aliens. Popularized by figures like David Icke, these theories claim that reptilian shapeshifters occupy high positions of power, hiding their true form while ruling from the shadows. Icke's work draws heavily from African lore, including Mutwa's accounts, to propose that the Chitori are not mere figures of African myth but part of a global network of interdimensional entities controlling humanity. Though Icke and Mutwa's theories diverge, they intersect at the idea of a hidden ruling class that thrives on human suffering. Mutwa was clear that the Chitori are not extraterrestrial in the Western sense, but spiritual entities embedded in African cosmology. Many people view the Chitori stories as symbolic, a way for ancient cultures to express the concept of hidden power. Skeptics argue that the stories of the Chitori reflect humanity's desire to understand the forces beyond our control, an explanation for life's complexities. Others argue that the widespread nature of these myths is too significant to dismiss. The parallels between African, Sumerian, and other global myths suggest that perhaps these legends aren't pure invention but a deep-seated memory of an ancient truth. For believers, the Chitori embody humanity's deepest fears of hidden rulers, unseen agendas, and forces beyond comprehension. The Chitori legend remains a potent reminder of our need to question the world around us. Before his passing in 2020, Credo Mutwa warned people of the dangers of forgetting the Chitori and urged his listeners to remain vigilant. His tales, he insisted, were not mere myth, but vital truths passed down through generations to guard against oppression. Mutwa's accounts continue to spark debate and curiosity. For those who seek the truth, his teachings serve as a call to question what's real and to resist the forces of fear, control, and manipulation, forces that he believed are very much alive today. Whether real or symbolic, the Chitori legend speaks to an age-old suspicion in humanity, a primal instinct that warns us of forces operating from behind the veil, reminding us that the unknown still holds sway over our lives. If this dark tale of control and mystery intrigued you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know. Do you think the Chitori are lurking among us? Share your thoughts, and join us next time as we explore more mysteries hidden in the shadows.